Welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast for January 5th, 2019.
Today we're talking Bird Box.
Punisher's Netflix dates revealed. We'll let you know when.
Some Activision Blizzard news.
And we'll take a minute to reflect on 2019 and see what's coming up, what we're interested in more.
Stay tuned. Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast. It is 2019, guys. Welcome to It Is the Future.
That is twice you have not screwed it up. Good job.
Yeah, I know. Tell it to all the emails I sent last week. Welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast. We talk about news and games, movies, everything
stuff,
everything else.
All the nerd news you need to know.
Within the past week or so.
Well, yeah, this week we're going for 2 because we skipped last week.
To be fair, it is the end of the year and the
It
start of
is
a
the
new year, so
slowest news time.
what is there really? Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah,
So,
nothing big's been announced, nothing crazy's been coming out. So
No.
either way, we have scrounged up some news.
We've scraped that barrel.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome. My name's Tony.
I'm Nick.
I'm Brian.
Welcome. Let's
get into this.
let's start 28. Let's start off 2019 with a disclaimer.
He called himself.
No. With a disclaimer from a 2018 film.
Oh, okay.
Is where I was going with this.
People are stupid.
People are really dumb. Okay, so if you haven't heard,
How to open the show. People are stupid.
Netflix released a film last year, late last year.
Yes.
Bird Box. If you guys haven't seen it, we'll talk about it in a little bit. Starring Sandra Bullock and some other people.
Some children.
Yes, it's basically a movie about Sandra Bullock. But a part of the film, no spoilers really, is that the main characters have to wear blindfolds throughout the most of the film. Well, people have taken that onto the internet into memeing and calling it the Bird Box Challenge, in which people put blindfolds over themselves
Yes.
to perform normal everyday tasks such as making coffee, cutting bread, or walking. Literally anything.
Yep.
And Netflix literally posted a tweet saying, we can't believe we have to tell you guys that.
Don't do that.
Be safe during this Bird Box Challenge. Don't do anything dumb.
Well, because people are doing dumb things like driving.
Driving, dangerous things like
Yeah.
cooking could be potentially
Yeah,
dangerous.
cooking could be quite dangerous.
Like we talked about this last night a bit
Yes.
while we were playing some stuff, and legitimately, it's I'm cool if you want to film yourself. Like, okay, I'm gonna
try and eat the sandwich.
or I'm gonna like do all my morning routine stuff.
Brush my teeth.
Yeah, so get
blindfold.
up, brush your teeth, do your hair. You know,
Text message people.
sure, send some texts, send some morning text messages.
try to.
Like, good morning, whatever it happens to be.
Send a tweet.
Yeah.
Try to tweet.
Pour yourself some cereal and milk. Make yourself some coffee, something like that.
But no, don't drive.
Don't drive. Don't go for a long walk. And
don't go to like a firing
Don't
range.
go through the. Don't go like.
That's a bad idea.
Bushwhacking.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna go swimming, but blindfolded. Isn't that great, guys?
And in the context of the film, it makes complete sense. But in the context of real life, it does not make any sense.
Yeah, if it was legitimately a survival skill that needed to be accomplished, I would
Correct.
be like, yeah, okay,
Yes.
you're not. And again, you wouldn't be filming yourself.
No, it's a different story.
No. Yes.
So
You're not filming yourself. I'm gonna do this blind. Isn't that great? No.
you're not even looking at the camera. This is great, guys.
yeah.
Well, and the funniest part to me is
Playing video games, Bird Box Challenge. Do it.
Sure.
Let's
Mario
smash.
Kart, yeah.
Yeah.
Smash Bros.
Oh, we should do
Bird
that.
Box,
Game
Smash Bros.
and-
Smashbox Bird.
Smashbox.
Smashbox.
We're getting close. Smash Mouth is making a comeback real quick.
So yeah, that's Netflix had to issue a warning.
Yeah, don't Bird Box.
Don't Bird Box Challenge, guys.
Yeah.
We understand that this movie it's pretty good. Don't mean
They were very good about it because they're like, we appreciate the fact that you like the film that much,
Yeah.
but
Please be safe.
please don't be dum-dums.
And I think a part of it has to do with how Sandra Bullock's character is in the film,
Yeah.
where she's quite adamant, like don't take the headphone or blindfolds off. Don't take your blindfolds off, and it's like, yes, I will never take my blindfolds off, Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. I was surprised because I think I knew this movie was kind of coming because I like Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, you know what? I'm mixed between her. Sometimes I'm not into her, like The Heat, and then other times
I don't blame the heat on her though.
It's just that whole movie.
The other actress.
Yeah, McCarthy. Yeah. Who was good, finally good again in what Ghostbusters?
She was great.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters, but
yeah, Sandra Bullock, her performance in this film really it inspired people.
Well, and then there's people now that are like, "Did you want to know the Sandra Bullock?" Like, it depresses me in such a way that because she's like won a ton of awards.
She's been around.
She's a great actress. She's been around for a long, long time. People are, "Did you know about this Sandra Bullock lady?" And it's like, oh,
you guys,
someone's gonna.
Those are millennials. Those are millennials.
I know, but
those
it's
are
like
millennials.
someone's gonna get hit real soon. Like she was just in Ocean's 8.
Yeah.
She was in other stuff too.
She's been in a ton of stuff.
Been in a ton of
28 Days.
28
so
Days.
good.
Never watched that.
Oh my God, Alan Tudyk's in it. You have to watch
28
that
Days or 28 Days
No,
later?
28
No,
Days.
not
It's a
28 Days
rehab.
later.
28 Days later?
No,
Because that's a wildly different
Wrong movie.
This is the she's in she goes to rehab.
Oh.
But Alan Tudyk is one of the other people in rehab. Like it's a really good movie. If you've never seen it, it was one of her earlier works. Practical Magic, also a good film. Her and Nicole Kidman, where they are witches, legit witches, not one of them movies where they're like witches are cool, and they're like two people that are like we play with sticks. They're legitimately witches. They make a wish at the beginning when they're kids, and then Nicole Kidman is like the troublesome sister who ends up killing a guy, so they bring him back to life. And I think that's Benicio del Toro who they bring back to life.
Ooh.
Like they bring back Benicio del Toro?
No, they bring back
That's not as funny.
No. I killed Benicio del Toro by accident.
So yeah,
don't Bird Box challenge, yo.
Okay, if you're gonna do it safe. Do it in a safe environment. Have someone like monitoring you.
Have a chaperone.
Sure.
I'm podcasting.
Don't podcast
Bird Box podcast challenge.
It's like when you were a mascot.
Yeah, except I could see. I could see as a mascot.
No, you can't. No. So
we still chaperoned you.
I still needed a chaperone because I couldn't like.
Peripheral vision.
God.
When you're in a mascot suit, it's
you have no vision. Yeah,
vision is very limited.
Vision is limited, so like you can see forward, and everybody thinks you have like padding and stuff. You have like a foam body shaper that's like
your chest could take a hit.
Not really. It's legitimately like
when I've wore one, I could.
It was this thin, and it was just to go like your chest is now like out like you have pecs.
Yeah.
I've worn a pierogi suit before.
A pierogi suit. Yeah, that would have more padding than the wolf suit.
Yeah, that would.
Mine had the little fan and an ice block and another ice block.
Oh, no.
I could rest my head against the ice block. But, no, like you needed a chaperone because people would get stupid. Like if someone starts pulling your tail, you're
Oh, yeah, everyone pulled your tail.
Yeah. No, I had a long tail.
Very nice tail.
Thanks. But yeah, I saw it of the mouth. Also hard because teeth.
Speaking of other tails.
Ah!
We've got Punisher.
Finally
have a date for Punisher.
Did one of us look this up yet?
No, I was writing it. I'm assuming I'm going to predict January 19th. I
believe you're close.
I think
it was January 19th. So Punisher season 2 coming out January this month. It's
this month.
This month.
It is this month.
Oh my God! Really? Like?
Okay, hold on. When does Punisher season 2 come out on Netflix?
Oh yeah, that's your new phone.
It looks like.
When does Punisher season 2 come out on Netflix? January 18th.
Oh,
so close. And, I think it's because I was enamored with the fact that it was going to be canceled on January 19th.
Yeah.
More so than anything.
Well, and that's the sad fact that we know now. It's
inevitable.
Yeah.
And the chances of it coming back for season 3 and Jessica Jones coming back for season 3 is like zero,
I love
0 to 0.
I love the subreddit for all these shows because it's like everybody on the 18th, like we don't care if you're actually watching it, but stream the show, and it's like
that doesn't matter.
It's not you can't save the show
the
anymore.
issue is bigger than when you think that
Netflix is mad at Disney or however it's working. And
because if it was up to Disney, I believe, and Marvel, I believe that they would keep those shows going.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because every report says Disney was like, "What?
Yeah,
you can't." Oh, okay.
Okay.
I mean, you could, but why?
Yeah, money. Apparently, it costs a lot of money.
Because they're not contracting seasons of shows. They're at each episode for each actor. So it gets costly.
And it's ABC Studios doing it. It's not Netflix's like internal stuff. So
Yeah.
they're
So
paying
Netflix is paying for each episode, not just a season.
But yeah, they're paying
It's
lots
crazy.
instead of making their own original content, which costs them less.
Yes.
So even though it's a Netflix original,
It's
it's one of those Netflix originals because they paid money for it.
Yeah.
Not because
Yeah.
they produced it on their own and made it on their own. It's still being made.
which is
through-
disappointing still because
It's disappointing,
But yeah,
but-
Punisher. If you enjoyed season,
We've hit the inevitable at this
Yeah.
point of we're not getting.
we're in the end game now.
We're in the end game now.
We're in the end game now.
And now we're 2 years away from seeing these characters on.
Which in retrospect, in silver lining, if that's the case,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, as long as these actors are still up for being.
They won't in 2 years.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't
Most of
think
them
so?
will have other jobs.
You don't think so?
No.
I feel like Charlie Cox would totally be up for.
He'd
it
be
again.
up for it, but I feel like he'll have another job. He's too good not to have another
Yeah.
solid gig
Yeah.
by then.
Vincent, what's his name?
Yeah.
The-
Vincent should have another job by then. Because, I mean,
He's
he's
a well-known.
a well-known guy,
Yeah.
especially on TV and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So it's not like he'll be... Because that's the problem, is then finding time for those people to be
Yeah.
and stuff.
But the thing is, it doesn't have to happen like right on the 2 year mark.
No.
It could be like in
They
the
can wait
3 year
things
mark.
out, but-
They could build it up properly.
Yeah.
Have an actual Daredevil movie, maybe,
I was just going to say, if they did a
Yeah.
street-level kind of movie franchise, that'd be nice.
because they're going very cosmic right now.
They're very cosmic. It's very big. There's lots of
Yeah.
explosions, lots of stuff. It'd
Lots
be
of
kind of nice to bring it back
Back down.
down.
That's what Spider-Man was really good for.
Yep.
So,
And still
Homecoming.
will be for for the most part. Like, I mean, he's going against Mysterio. It's like Jake Gyllenhaal is Mysterio, but it will be nice to have him as.
I had to laugh. Someone posted a picture a couple days ago. Man, Kingpin had a really shitty 2018.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Spider-Man PS4.
yeah.
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. Daredevil. he just had a shitty year.
He just can't win. Poor guy. So yeah, Punisher's going to subsequently come out and get canceled. All in
within a day or two. Hey, thanks.
I honestly hope they don't.
How do you feel if you were the writers and the people who make that show?
They're
right
done.
now?
Just
like,
accept that you're done. And
do you think they continue on, try to do a season, get stuff ready for a season 3?
I think you have to because it's your job.
It's your job,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
Unless it's legit, and that's kind of my hope is that they don't wait it out like some of the other shows where it was like a month and they're like, it's been canceled.
yeah,
I hope it's legit the next day.
because
and
yeah,
it just,
there's,
you know.
there's writers that are working.
Yeah.
And I
There's
mean, they
writers-
should get paid for their time and this and that and everything. But like
Well,
those
how
people,
does
should
that
get-
work? Like if you're preparing a season 3,
I believe they get paid for their hours, but
But-
it ends up being producers that end up losing money because they're the ones forking the money over.
Yeah.
okay, is that how that works?
I think so.
Because it's like you're writing for a season 3 that you don't think you have a season. It's the
Yeah.
same thing with Daredevil. Like
Sure.
had
They were
stuff
so prepped.
They were
Yeah.
ready
Yeah.
for season 4.
They had
Like
storyboards going.
they had
and, yeah.
big plans.
And I think that's why, like pre-production, you keep it very minimal. Like if you watch Kevin Smith, because he's really open about that kind of stuff, which is kind of why I like watching a lot of his jazz.
Yeah.
But they're doing pre-production for Jay and Silent Bob Rebooted,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
and it's Kevin Smith, one of his people, and Jason Mewes, and that's pre-production. Like Kevin Smith did the writing, and the three of them are now working out the rest of the stuff before they bring on more people.
Yeah.
Before it's super efficient.
Before there's like it's going to be a movie, but before they start bringing in more people that they have to pay, it's like
Get a budget.
yeah, it's like the three of us will figure stuff out before we need to start bringing in more people.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it just sucks being like those writers for Jessica Jones and
It does.
and
Well, you know
Punisher
you're
right now.
right coming, so you might as well start looking. And thankfully, like the people who do Punisher and Daredevil should find
Everyone, let's be honest. Everyone
the only
on
people
all-
who aren't finding new work is anybody involved in the first season of Iron Fist.
Oh, yeah.
Because at least Luke Cage was a fairly solid
Oh, yeah.
outing.
Yes. Yeah.
As opposed to Iron Fist, where if you were, the guy in charge of... Mostly the showrunner, I think, was screwed. Because he's done 2 or 3 things now, which have absolutely just... And it's like, well, not hiring you anymore. Like...
But yeah, hopefully those guys pick up something.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
We'll just make a show about a really angry ex-military guy who goes around killing it and then call it,
The Revenger.
The Revenger.
Something, yeah. Yeah.
The Revenger.
The punishing jerk face.
The punishment.
Yeah. Ooh. See, they'll take it. They got it.
I feel like Marvel might have to have a discussion, might have a word with them.
And he has like a skull and crossbones instead of just a skull.
They might have an issue. Disney and Marvel might have an issue.
Nah.
No, it's different enough.
So,
moving on, though, there's some Blizzard and Activision news going down.
So a bit of this is followed from last year.
Yeah.
So long ago.
Oh, I know, so old. So the last year, one of their CFOs or CEOs or CFOs was terminated.
Yes.
Probably in light to some of the Diablo stuff that happened.
Because their stock dropped by about 50%.
Yeah.
40-something%.
It was enough
drastic
for me.
drop.
It was enough for me to look into buying stocks.
So yeah, enough where you're going.
It's not bad. But last week, another CFO got dropped from Activision Blizzard. And you had noted that it was more... These are all from the Blizzard
So what
side.
people have started to notice, because Blizzard's on this weird decline of like quality and product and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like Warcraft, we haven't played in forever because we kind of just... I've hit walls in World of Warcraft before.
Yeah.
But mostly because it's, oh, that is something I need 40 people to do, or, oh, I'm not a high enough level and I don't
But
have
it's just
time
there's
to
no
look
motivation
into-
because there's no story. There's the lack of endgame content is...
The story's not there. The rewards for doing...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is all
there.
RNG, right?
There's a lot of RNG
Yeah.
involved that shouldn't be involved in that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There are no class sets anymore, so where you used to be able to go in as your hunter and like get a specific looking set, they're like, no, you're all part of the same military now, so you all get the same armor.
Yeah.
So by the end of it, you'll all look the same, and it's like...
I don't want to look the same.
And I get looking the same as every other hunter. Because again, if you play a Warcraft game, when you create a rifleman, all your riflemen
Hold on.
look the same.
I have the Blizzard answer to this.
Yeah.
Haven't you guys heard of transmogrification? You guys all transmog, right? You guys can all transmog like a phone.
Transmog your
Like
stuff.
like
but
a
the
phone.
fun part of
Everyone's got a
transmogging
phone.
was, like, we, for a while there, were just looking for old armor
Yeah.
sets to transmog our stuff into. But that's because there were armor sets.
Yeah.
There's no armor sets. Like, there's so much that they just took out of the game because they're like, it'll make it easier for the player base. And it's like...
But you
They
have,
pretty much just
you have a
made-
massive player base already who's
who
dedicated.
like all of the stuff.
Yeah.
The only
And-
people who
and
are
are
sticking
dedicated
around,
to it.
The only
Yeah.
people sticking around are legitimately people who like grinding and
yeah.
playing through this stuff and collecting all this junk and do
Yeah.
it. Like, that's why I played this game.
Yeah.
Period.
It's like
I
they
don't know why you're
Well-
so. They've got quality issues there. They've got quality issues.
I mean, if
with
you look at
Heroes of the Storm,
Yeah, they cut.
as big.
they cut a lot of people from
They,
Heroes
they
of the
cut
Storm.
they cut the esports stuff. They cut
Yeah.
development stuff.
It's essentially now just bug fixes, and like we're the next time we get a new character will probably be 2020.
Yeah.
Have we gotten to the point where Hearthstone has surpassed everything that Blizzard's doing in terms of being stable and stability?
I hope not. Even Hearthstone has lost a lot of. Like, it's still pretty competitive, but Hearthstone is still just.
But I haven't heard anything about the Hearthstone negative story.
No,
So
not yet.
that's the
Not
thing,
like that. Diablo, I mean, is Diablo other than their mobile game
Yes,
that they
exactly.
announced?
Diablo.
Diablo 3 was still like, oh yeah, it's strong enough. New seasons are coming out or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Like,
Yeah.
that one's okay. StarCraft, I don't know enough.
It's still highly competitive. It's
Yeah,
still.
it's too competitive.
Korean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
it's
all
still
Korea.
like
Thanks, Korea.
huge. It's
But-
probably the most, the biggest RTS still.
Yeah.
It's like.
But that's the thing
RTS.
is, like, you kind of look
What
at it
about our
going,
Red Alert, Command and Conquer Red Alert guys?
Oh,
wait till the
I-
remaster comes out.
I miss that so much.
I always miss it.
But yeah, so they've kind of been. Someone noticed they were looking at like Blizzard CEOs and all of the
CFOs.
upper people,
Yeah.
and they're slowly being replaced by Activision people. So Activision is slowly sinking their claws deeper and deeper
Yeah.
into Blizzard, and everybody's like,
I'm interested to see who made the Diablo Immortal decision more. Was it Blizzard or was it Activision?
I feel that was a shareholder decision by Activision, going, "Hey,
Money.
money, 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 money,
Free
money, money."
play.
Yeah.
Mobile's great.
Yeah. So
I
that's.
mean-
And now we have Blizzard devs who are now working on like a Marvel game coming out. So a bunch
Yes,
of the old
yep.
Hearthstone people are working on a Marvel game. So we're getting a bunch of those older guys who were working at Marvel who are now like moving into other.
And other-
Yeah, they're
yeah.
starting other businesses and going to work on other games, and it's like, oh, good, I'll play that.
Yeah.
I like it when I hear stories like from the developers of this because we didn't want to work on that other game anymore.
It's like Ukulele. It's like Rare went down such a bad direction.
Yeah.
The people who pretty much founded Rare are like,
Goodbye.
we're just gonna make our own
Okay,
game
yeah.
again, because people want these and not what you've done.
Yeah.
Or what
Yeah.
you're
Or
making
lack,
us
or
do.
lack thereof doing.
Yeah, rare. They're so rare now.
But
Banjo's good, guys. He's going to be in the Sea of Thieves DLC. Banjo's in it. Not Smash.
Not Smash.
Not Smash. But yeah, like Activision Blizzard, and Activision does. They have good games, but I think a lot of it is, you know, like Call of Duty, the last one to come out.
Black Ops was 4.
Black Ops
seems
4
seems solid,
but
yeah.
really I think that's okay. The Black Ops people have their thing down. We'll just let them
Yeah, they've been at it for a while. Some years they have flops, and some
Yeah.
years they don't have flops. So.
Yeah.
But it's I think they've
And it's a
learned as opposed to it's
And
like
it's
Blizzard
Treyarch.
had such a bad. It's Treyarch.
It's Treyarch and Sledgehammer games
Yeah.
that have the control over the COD stuff, which
Right.
is good because they've found their niche.
Yeah,
They
as
found their
opposed to, you know, Blizzard, who's it's like I think they've been wanting to sink their teeth in, but they've been afraid to do that because everybody will be like, "No, get out of our company." Because anytime like Blizzard's done anything or Activision's done anything towards Blizzard, Blizzard's been like, "No."
I wonder what would have happened if StarCraft Ghost was in development and then Activision said no.
I don't know.
I would have
that's-
loved.
Yeah, that would have been a good game.
Like there's been those stories where someone's done a they took StarCraft 2 and made like a World of Warcraft mod, or no, World of StarCraft mod.
Yeah, I remember
Like
that.
map, and then Activision's like, cease and desist, we're suing you, and and Blizzard's like, would you like to come and visit our company? Like the fact that you coded in all of this stuff,
we might have a word with
this
you.
is insane.
A
Like,
good
please
word.
come and visit us and ignore the morons on the other side of the like
Come work
slash.
for us.
Yeah,
We would like to hire you.
but I mean, it's Blizzard started. Chris Metzen left. And
Yeah.
that was part of Warcraft's downfall because he was the one guy who kind of was. Like, he's been there since the beginning of Warcraft, so he was the lore guy, but, I mean,
I think
he's...
Overwatch is probably the only
Oh, yeah, Overwatch is a game.
Is there only like really successful stable game?
But even that, we haven't had tons of updates.
No, well,
Not big ones.
Would you like to have a new character?
So, yeah.
Here's a new character.
We'd like one in Heroes of the Storm that's, you know, not that Orphea lady,
Yeah.
but, you know.
Imperius is coming from Diablo.
Sure he is.
More Overwatch characters. More Overwatch.
Or Overwatch. That is, they still have no specialist Overwatch character. in
Heroes
Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Overwatch, please.
Fix the payload map.
Heroes.
No.
Heroes of the Overwatch.
But yeah, so Blizzard and Activision, there's some stuff going on there.
Destiny 2 has been doing very, very well for them, but that's more Activision.
That's an Activision
Yeah.
thing.
So it's so, but then again, it's Bungie,
Correct.
not even Activision. So
That was just Activision going like, here's money, Bungie, make a Halo game.
make a Halo game
But don't call it Halo.
and then take off Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all ghosts now. StarCraft Ghost is coming in Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Destiny 2 DLC.
He's really just, yeah. Oh.
Man, they played the long game. Man, Blizzard played the super long game.
Oh,
we'll get
dear.
StarCraft Ghost at sometime.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, boy. Ah,
So yeah, sorry to hear about CFOs losing their job, but I don't feel sorry for them because they make oodles of money. So
Sure.
Goodbye.
And that's the thing is, like, if you're, I don't know, there's these big companies, and that's, we've talked about it before, but I think shareholders is really the downfall of a lot of these
Yeah.
companies.
Greed.
It is, it's greed, because it's, well, my shares aren't making any money, make me money, and you're going,
Or it's not making enough money that I want
people-
fast enough. So.
And then people, I think people look at mobile stuff and say, hey, you know what Pokemon Go's doing all right?
It's such, and
It's
mobile
like-
can make tons of money.
I think Niantic reported something close to $1.9 billion of investments recently.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
people,
they made-
people funneling money into Niantic.
Yeah.
It is now the most
Oh yeah,
it is like the most
super most
expensive-
profitable.
company right now. It's
Yeah.
so it's probably a good idea to invest in Niantic right now.
But that's the thing is, like, I look at that kind of stuff. I don't mind mobile. You just have to do it right, and
Yeah.
you can't
Announce it properly.
screw over
Your existing fan base.
your existing
Your fan
fan base
base,
that
yeah.
made you what you are.
Like, it's weird because, like, Hearthstone is mobile and PC. I don't know why they didn't decide to be like, hey, yeah, you can play Diablo Immortal on your mobile or your PC.
Well, but that's even like when they moved Diablo 3 to the consoles. It's like people were like, and it's like, guys, it's just a PC game, but we're moving it over so more people can play.
So,
and it's like,
yeah.
oh, all right.
Yeah, like it doesn't.
Cool,
We're not going to stop development on the PC just because we have a console version.
Yeah, and then like later that time, they're like, oh, the Necromancer DLC is coming out.
Yeah,
Ta-da!
for everything.
Yeah, for everything. Like, congrats, guys! It's because now we're making money off this game again. We can actually keep making stuff for it, and it's like. Oh. So again, and I mean, we talked about this, but if they would have gone like, we have like, Diablo 4 in development, or a new Diablo.
Here's
3
the Diablo
DLC.
4 logo.
Here's this mobile game to tide you over while we,
From my understanding, what I had read about the Diablo 4 situation, it exists.
Yes.
Diablo 4 exists, but apparently the developers weren't ready to show anything.
No.
A logo.
No, they weren't even ready to show a logo, apparently.
Yeah, I don't care. Then they're morons because, again,
so.
Diablo is the same text, like the same font.
Yeah.
It is. I
Just
guess.
put a 4.
With a Roman numeral behind it.
And
It's like Metroid.
But apparently there was a stage presentation for Diablo 4, but they were not ready to...
And I get
they
not
were
having
ready
a
full-
complete stage presentation, but
So.
legit just be like, here's a static logo, and everybody be like, oh, and again, address it going, it is in development.
Yeah.
We're not ready to show you
And I
guys
totally
anything.
understand that, but that's just what I had read. I'm like,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
developers are...
Oh, no, they
Maybe-
posted an entire thing on their forum, I think.
Yeah.
That was...
like, we're ready to... it's in
Diablo 4 is
development.
in development, but we're not going to talk about it at BlizzCon. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, but that's the only place they posted it.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't go to the forums and all you're doing is like, oh, BlizzCon's here. I'm
Yeah.
going to watch BlizzCon for my updates on
It's
Blizzard.
a Diablo year, right?
It's a Diablo year. Oh, I'm getting a mobile
Supposed to be
game.
Diablo year.
Like, that's it. Whereas they're like, well, we told you guys on the forums that we weren't going to talk about Diablo 4. And it's like, again, on stage, you legitimately only have to go, guys, like we said on the forums.
I don't know.
There's something to be said about having the right people present properly.
Yes.
Like, that's why, remember that year they replaced Reggie at E3 with
that
Tammy?
lady.
Yeah.
Girl.
Oh,
real
yeah.
real boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was like, we're going to sell to all the soccer moms. And it's like, E3's not for soccer moms, dum-dums. And then the next year it's like, Reggie's back.
Reggie's back.
Don't leave.
Now you're president of Nintendo and you still have to come out and do the entire show. Like,
Well, not much of a show anymore.
not much of a show anymore. But, like, that's the thing is, like, you have to have people who know what to say and what to do, and script writers who are on the ball, too.
Yeah, I'm just torn about the whole Diablo thing. Still, I'm not sure if it was the right call for them to do what they did, or
It wasn't.
did or didn't. I don't know.
They
Poorly
didn't-
executed.
It was
It
poorly
was very
executed.
poorly executed.
Again, it could have one sentence and everything would have been
Better.
Diablo 4 is in development.
I don't think-
while you're waiting, mobile game.
And one sentence that they shouldn't have said.
Well, and then that
Don't
was
you all have phones?
and that's why you shouldn't send a guy on stage who shouldn't be on stage.
Yes.
Don't you all have phones?
Because that's what happens is you get those morons who, like, again, if you would have had a Reggie up there,
Mm-hmm.
you would have been like, oh, it's not the the reception we were expecting. Yeah, but and then
Still be professional.
still be professional and carry on.
Don't
not,
you guys have phones?
not carry on the or the Xbox One,
That was the best.
Yeah, we do have one that plays discs or whatever.
We have it on
We have
offline
flying
console.
console. It's called the Xbox 360. Shazoom! And it's like, no.
We're presenting a new piece of
PR,
hardware. You
PR.
just sell the new
Sell your
hardware.
new hardware. Don't turn
Don't.
it. Okay, fine. I have an Xbox 360. Guess I don't need an Xbox One. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, an entire generation said that, so not just you.
But that's the thing is, like, you can screw yourself over really hard by saying the wrong thing at your
Yes.
presentations.
And then I think Sony just kind of picked that up and said, "Okay,
And
Yeah,
that's
Sony.
all it takes is some other
here you
company
go.
going like,
This is how you share games on the PlayStation 4." Here.
well, but it's even like you come over and it throws me off now because like on the PlayStation because Brian's played here and logged in here.
Mhm.
Well, it's like, oh, Brian's played NHL, and it's like, when did you buy NHL? He's like, I didn't buy NHL.
I didn't buy
And
NHL.
it's like,
Oh,
but it says on my thing now, like, you've played it because he's played it here.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, it's cool that you can log in, play those games, get those trophies, and have never purchased the game.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah, that's
No,
all right. That sounds about right.
And again, Xbox is probably a pretty stand-up console.
I really want to get Game Pass, but I don't want to pay for a console just to play
Yeah.
Game Pass.
And it's not that it's not that press conference threw me off the Xbox One completely. Like the Xbox One.
There's a
just doesn't-
concept. There's a concept in there. There's an idea.
There's an idea there. It's just not selling it. Like,
Yeah. The fact that they wanted that hardware to replace literally every other box in your
Yeah.
entertainment
Yeah.
it's a cool idea, but it was very poorly executed.
Well, again, because it should be running. It should be pretty much like plugging in a Chromecast or a Roku. But it's not, because no one's like Google's not going to be like, yeah, we'll totally support this Microsoft, branded thingy bobber. Like, it's not like I can hit on my phone, like, stream to my Xbox One, and unlike my TV, where I can be like, stream.
I can do that with my PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, like YouTube on PS4 and my phone works really, really well. Because it finds you just. Is there even a YouTube app on Xbox?
I'm assuming yes.
That'd be the wildest thing if there wasn't.
But that's the thing is, like, that's these press conferences can really, and obviously with their stock prices, like, you can shoot yourself in the foot by saying the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's the wrong time to say the wrong thing.
And that's why you have to have
when all the cameras are on you,
on the internet. Like, it's not like you're just presenting to
a soccer mom.
Yeah. You're presenting to your fans, because again, then it's not like E3, where E3 is legit supposed to be the press.
Yeah.
Like E3, you don't get a lot of booing and this and that and everything, because it's
especially in the day back when E3 first started. Yes. I remember finding information about that was literally like pulling teeth.
It was because the press people had
and it was the internet was not as stable as it is now.
Yeah.
So finding out information back then was literally like, oh, did you see the thing last week? No.
Yeah.
But whereas like this one was like, yeah, I saw it too.
Well, and that was
I was there with you.
As soon as that thing happened at Blizzard, it was top of the subreddit and
top of the internet.
Yeah, like everybody's like, oh my god, I can't believe this guy said that. And it was legit that clip where the guy asks the question,
do you guys not have phones?
Do you guys not have phones? And you're like, oh snap! They could have said a bunch of amazing things at the rest of that conference, and no one cares.
I think it was like also cut in with that one audience member was like, is this just an out of season April Fool's joke? That's the first thing I saw.
Well, because there was some cool looking stuff within that mobile game, and that's what the guy's question was like, can we see some of these components working their way into PC? No. Or can we see the release of Immortals coming to PC? And it's like, whoa.
All he had to say was, at this time, no.
We have no plans at this moment.
1, good job. 2, if you really want to, again, spur that thing on, we have a PC game in development. And when we have more news to share, we'll share.
It's called Diablo 3.
Yeah. Well, no, but again, like even if it was Diablo 3 DLC, no one's gonna be like, oh, more Diablo 3. Yeah. People are gonna be like, oh,
no. The right way to say it is, well, you guys don't like this game? Well, we have another Diablo game for you to play. It's called Diablo 3.
But yeah, like, again, that question
taking
gets
a page
asked,
out of Xbox.
Is this game going to come out on PC?
I think the correct answer
is... version, or this version, no, but we do have something in development. Yes. We just don't have information to share.
I would even almost say, like, we don't have any time, like, it's not in development at this time. That way they could be like, oh, Diablo Immortals, like, enhanced or something like that.
Yeah.
For,
there's so many other ways to handle that, and...
that guy was not like.
I wonder if he still has his job.
Yeah, I wonder if he still has his job.
I don't think he had a job. I think he was just some dude they found and said, "We need you to present a thing. We're making a.
We need a Diablo presentation. Send someone." They're like, Bob, you've got this, right?" He's like, "Yeah."
He's in the middle of eating a sandwich. He's like,
"Yeah, I can." Yeah.
While he's looking at his phone.
Yeah.
What's Diablo? Googling what is Diablo.
What is Diablo? Diablo's a mobile game. All right. So with that, we're moving on to some just talking about. We did this on the past cast last week, but we had to wrap it up because our show was
we were running
timing and that kind of stuff.
Time sensitive. So.
Anticipating 2019, ladies and gentlemen.
It's still Kingdom Hearts 3.
For most anticipated game.
Oh yeah, it's not changing. But luckily enough, it is happening at the end of the month.
So you say.
Yes.
Mainline Pokemon, yo. Mainline Pokemon. Yeah,
I'm interested to see what that turns into.
I'm really interested because they have had hit and misses. Like, again, I was reading online and some people are like, well, remember when they did this in this game? And you're like, oh yeah, that was good. It's like, why did that ever go away? Like, I really hope that this is taking...
It's got so much potential.
Well, that's what it was. There was an article where the Game Freaks was like, developing for Switch is hard.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
And it's like, and someone's like, yeah, it's because you guys got lazy programming for the handhelds for so long. Like, welcome to actually having to
work on a
brand new
I wouldn't
game.
actually be surprised if that was delayed.
Me too.
I
Yeah.
would not be surprised.
Yeah.
2019 seems really, really soon for them not to show anything.
Yeah, especially
the
usually
moment.
don't they like show something 6 months or there's
They usually have
a timeline for Pokemon where they show it like
I'm
6 to 8 months.
I remember
before it actually gets
when Sun
released.
and Moon got announced, they had them showing storyboards and picture boards of like Pokemon. They didn't do that yet this year.
No.
For this, it seems really, really late for it.
I feel like this game's going to, if it's coming out this year, it's going to be the Christmas release.
Yeah.
Like it'll be the Super Smash Bros. Again, because Eevee and Pokemon or Pikachu
It
just
killed.
came out in November. Like,
It also killed for the Christmas season.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, because
Do you think they would
cute Eevee, cute Pikachu on a box, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think they would ever postpone it just until Pokemon Let's Go quiets down? Like, do you think they're gonna try and keep pushing Pokemon Let's Go to?
I think next year they do. I think they do.
Yeah.
I think next year they do. But
I think for now they're just I think it's a December or November release again, and we're just
yeah, like,
they'll bide their time.
Summer's too soon for a new Pokemon.
No,
game.
yeah.
but it's
it
been
is.
2 months since Let's Go, so it's like let's just let people keep playing. And
Yeah,
again, people just
yeah.
got Let's Go for Christmas. Like there's
Yeah.
a bunch of people who just got Switches
just for that.
Yeah.
just for Pokemon,
Which was just like 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
1 week
right
ago.
a week
Yeah.
ago.
A
So
week ago.
you know,
There's
announcing,
a lot of time.
They got it
Announcing
last year. They got it last year.
announcing new Pokemon
Yeah.
is, and
You
again,
don't-
looking at the
You don't want to oversaturate the market. with
well, and
Pokemon.
looking
Right.
at parent
Is the thing.
perspectives and people who don't understand gaming perspectives,
Because there's
it's
another
a big difference.
Because the big thing is there's another movie coming out this summer.
Yeah.
For Pokemon, and
Yeah.
you don't want to brand confusion either. Like
Yeah.
you got, and apparently it's going to be a completely CGI movie now.
yeah, it's
not not animated or
No,
anything. So
yeah.
well, they got all the models.
yeah, it's
Like,
not,
they
it's
do,
not hard.
it's-
It's not hard. They got
yeah.
all wireframes.
Yeah, but
But yeah, like they don't want. I feel like summer's too soon for.
Yeah.
like you talk about even new when the Switch was announced. You know,
Who knows what 2019 is going to hold for the Switch either? Like,
Oh, sure.
there's gonna be. I bet you there's gonna be a hardware revision by the end of the year.
oh probably.
I could see a hardware revision, like a Switch Pro or something.
But you know, I talk about the Switch coming out with older people, and they're like, well, we just bought like the Nintendo Wii, and it's like, no, you bought that like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it should last, and it's like, no, it's
That's
a
not
game
how-
console.
that's
It's
not how hardware
this-
works.
It's
That's
not
not how
how
it works.
It's not how any of this works. You just bought a brand new phone a year ago, and
Yeah.
you're
yeah,
okay
but that was
with
a
buying
phone. I need a new phone. though.
and that's exactly it is. But the older generation and some people who don't know about games, to them, like-
it was that generation that bought into the Wii generation. Everyone bought.
there was a
Wii.
lot of that, and I mean, to be fair,
Because my in-laws are like that too. Where like they have a Wii and
Yeah.
they are perfectly fine with using that as their Netflix console.
not for long.
I know.
But that's the thing is like, when the Wii U came out, again, yeah, my in-laws, well, you just bought the Wii, and it's like, or we just bought the Wii, and it's like, yeah, I bought the Wii day one. Like I've had it for 4 years now, or
Yeah.
5 years now. Like
Yeah.
it's old. Like compared to my other stuff, whew,
Yeah.
it's cool,
Mm.
but and then it's like, well, you're getting this Wii U thing, and it's like, yes, and then I bought my Wii U, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, the Switch is coming out, and they're like, well, what's this one? And it's like, guys, it's been like, again, 5 years since that one came out. Like,
And now, hey,
but to them they don't get it. So to say like, a parent just bought Pokemon and a Switch for their kid for Christmas,
Yeah.
and then a week later being like, there's a new Pokemon game coming out. Check out all these cool things. They're like, well, we just bought a Pokemon game.
And I think the thing is, you have to also understand with Japanese culture, it's like things are very, very fast for them.
Yeah.
There's always a new Pokemon thing all the time.
Yeah.
They have more Pokemon cards coming out than we have in a year.
But that's
And
that's
for
that piece
the-
is not wanting to confuse people who just got consoles.
Yeah.
I owe you money, by the way.
No, don't I owe you money?
Well, okay, you owe me less money then.
Okay.
I got another person into our Switch family thing.
Oh. I noticed that, and I was like, I have a new family member.
You do.
Anyways.
Either way, that's my thing is you don't want to. Again, people were just getting these things for Christmas, Boxing Day.
Yeah.
You don't want to sit there going like, look at this. It's like, look at all the games we've already released. Go buy them, please.
Play old Wii U games, please.
Yeah.
Play
Like
old
go buy all
New
these.
Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe.
Deluxe. Yeah.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
there even
yeah.
a U on the end of that?
Yep,
Yeah.
there is
Is there a U
there
on
is
the
a
end of
U.
that? That's so weird.
You can pre-order.
And they said
Well-
Bowsette will not be in this
Officially,
No way.
No, the internet. We will not cave to the internet. The internet did not make a fucky.
Thank good. Like,
game. It's empty.
no. But like, thank God that they didn't care. Like that's. There's,
Oh my gosh, that would have been terrible.
There's stupidity, and then sometimes everyone's. It's like we were talking Mary Poppins. People had a petition out to get Michael Rooker into the movie because they thought it would be funny.
It would be funny.
It would be funny, but it has no place in that film.
No.
If anything, he would be a post-credit sequence where he walks past and is like,
But they
where am I?
they put better things in that movie. Like there's a part in the movie where a person walks by and asks for directions. The person who asked for directions was Jane from the original film. Like they put cute Easter eggy stuff in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't need Michael Rooker.
You know.
I feel like that would have taken me completely out of the film.
I could see that in a deleted scene on like the home release. Or something.
Yeah, I didn't need it. Whereas,
I get you. I understand.
Like the internet sometimes can. It's like we've got an idea, and it's like but it's not a good idea.
I don't know. It worked for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
But like sometimes that stuff can work. Other times you're going like
Wreck-It Ralph. Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Yep.
I still think one of the coolest post-credit sequences because it worked so well for that movie.
I still have to see that movie.
You should see that film.
It's
But
a
yeah,
pretty
like
good film.
it's good stuff. But yeah, like
Pokemon's not coming out until late 2019.
I figured
unless there's like some sort of surprise video or something like they're preparing something for the next week or something that they go, hey, it's a Pokemon, like let's tell you everything that we have for coming for 2019 Switch game.
Yeah.
It's not happening anytime soon.
No.
And that development studio is known for like we will release it when it's ready.
Yeah.
So just
and I feel like Nintendo's like we need a big Christmas game again. This is gonna be ours.
Oh, totally, I can see that.
It's either that or Metroid.
Either that or even a fall game would be huge for Pokemon.
And that one might be Metroid.
I don't see. I feel like Metroid's farther. I think that gets pushed.
Really?
I feel like Metroid gets pushed.
Yeah, because in all honesty, in here, like Metroid, as much as people want Metroid Prime, it is not a seller.
No, exactly. Pokemon is a seller.
Pokemon's a seller.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm thinking either Metroid Prime 4, it gets, rushed early, which they won't do.
No.
Or they'll push it to 2020. I could see Metroid Prime.
They've been working on it for a while now, though.
Yeah.
Like, I can see that being their end of summer, like, welcome back to September kind of game when they release it when everybody's going back to school and, like, to work.
They want people to fail.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're starting your first year of university? Welcome to this game that will cause you to fail out completely. Congratulations.
They don't want that to be a Pokemon game.
That's their
Pokemon rules matter.
That's their December, late November game for the holiday season.
I think it will be delayed till 2020.
But yeah, Kingdom Hearts comes out at the end of this month.
I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts because what is in that game that we don't know about is what excites me the most.
I need someone to make a video online that explains, like...
There is lots of videos.
All of the... Like, a 5-minute...
You don't have enough time for 5 minutes.
I know, like, that's the problem, is so much has happened in those games.
Yeah.
What people don't realize is that it's Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But all of those those
stuff
sub-games that they've released, all those movies, they all fit into the canon. And it takes someone who's actually played them all.
Yeah, Hideo Kojima wishes he had come up with this whole subplot idea.
Feels him and Tetsuya Nomura would make the craziest game.
Yeah.
If the given, well, it also would never come out.
No, it would
never. But between those two, it would never come out.
I've got a better idea. Let's do this. But when the game's almost done, scrap it.
Now Raiden is in it. I'm interested to see. I don't think Marvel made it into Kingdom Hearts 3.
I don't.
But we'll never know because
Star Wars.
Star Wars won't make it in.
I feel like keeping it Final Fantasy and Disney, Pixar.
My problem with Kingdom Hearts lately has been that they've really pulled back from the Final Fantasy.
Which sucks.
There's very little Final Fantasy.
Because that was part of the fun. It's very anime meets Disney.
And now there's Cloud. Cloud is fighting Sephiroth. Look at this crazy mashup, guys. Do you guys like One Wing Angel? While Cloud is fighting Sephiroth in the Disney Kingdom?
Yeah.
Yes, do it.
Yeah,
Cloud
Squall shows. Like, people show up in that game, and you're like, oh, I know
which
them
is
peeps.
Which is cool, because when I played the 3DS game, it's Dream Drop or whatever.
Yeah.
There was characters from The World Ends With You.
Yeah.
Which was an amazing... Everyone should play The World Ends With You. It's not good on Switch.
No,
it's not good on Switch. It's the Switch version. They took the mobile port, and put that onto the Switch. There's no, it's not good.
Square should stop with the mobile port thing.
You know what they should do?
Every game that when they
You know what they should do is make another World's End With You, like a sequel.
Yeah.
Just give us another one of those games because that game was amazing.
Yeah, you love that game.
I will play that game again on the DS, the original DS cartridge.
So even the Secret of Mana game that they like remastered and re-released, complete junk.
Right.
Everybody's like if
all those Final Fantasy
you can legit
7...
take the ROM, sell it to me for $10, and I'm in.
Yeah.
Like the Final Fantasy 7,
yeah.
the port, that was a horrendous port from Square.
Well, but all their 2D ones, because it's like, oh, we've refined the graphics. Yeah. Everybody's like, nope. Turn it back.
I will give them credit though. The Final Fantasy 3/6 GBA one, really good.
Yeah, solid.
That was it was literally a piece for like a port, like a 1-to-1 port, which was really, really good.
ROM.
Onto GBA. Go.
Like,
who knew?
Who would have thought? We have to do no work.
So, but yeah, that's my slight issue with a lot of Kingdom Hearts games is that they're pulling back from Final Fantasy stuff.
Do you think that's because there's just not as much Final Fantasy stuff coming?
And that's totally it. Because when you think Final Fantasy in 2018, 2019, you've got 14. Nope. What was the Noctis one? 15. You've got Final Fantasy 15, and that's it.
Yeah.
No one... diehard players of Final Fantasy 14 Online won't be going to Kingdom Hearts 3 and going like, I remember that character from Final Fantasy 14, whereas everyone else who plays Kingdom Hearts goes, who's this character?
Yeah.
Who dis?
Well, and that's the thing is, like, you have Cloud and Squall and even any of the guys from Final Fantasy.
The problem is,
9, like
this is your Final Fantasy character base.
Yeah.
This is your Disney character base.
Yeah.
Of well-known guys.
Yes.
Like, honestly, they should start going backwards Final Fantasy wise, like start taking guys from 3/6 and start doing like some of that, and then people would be like, oh snap, I think these characters.
And the thing is, they can totally do that now because they have that Final Fantasy fighting game. I don't remember what it's called.
Yes.
But they have character models for everybody.
Yeah. Just
put them into like.
And they've done so many re-releases of their old games. People would be like, oh, this is this guy from this Final Fantasy. Totally cool because
that was a cool thing about Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts is like you're playing Kingdom Hearts and all of a sudden Leon shows up or Squall shows up out of nowhere. I'm like, cool. I remember him.
Yeah.
Or it's the Advent Children Cloud rather than the redesign from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, but that's the thing because Lightning is probably the last character I know from a Final Fantasy series.
Sure.
I know nothing about 14, 15.
You know what other popular Square Enix franchises they haven't touched in a long time?
Chrono.
Yes.
Chrono.
That'd be killer.
Chrono, or even Surge from Cross. Cross. Like, Frog.
Yeah.
Just give me someone from the Chrono series.
Yeah. And it's the easiest one to do. They have a ship that travels through like time and you could totally pull off like time and space. Yeah.
Yes.
Dimensions.
Yes. Chrono for Smash.
I would so dig that.
Chrono for Smash.
Not that's another sword fighter.
Frog for Smash. No, not Chrono. Frog for Smash. Frog's better. Frog for Smash.
You know what? Honestly, just give them, just make them different skins and call it a day.
I don't want a Mii Fighter Chrono. Mii Fighter Frog.
Well, no, like actual skins. So like you have Chrono, but if you switch skins, it's like Bowser Jr. where he switches to like all the other Bowsers. Because Frog and Chrono were pretty similar for a lot of stuff.
No, not really. One was a samurai, one was a knight.
I get that.
So their movesets were the only thing they really had in common was the crosscut.
Yeah.
Tech. Like I think they're wildly different.
I know, but for a fighting game, they could.
Hell, give me Robo.
Sure.
Give me fucking Robo.
You're getting the princess.
I don't care. Hey, that's enough validation for me. That Chrono is a series that everyone needs to play.
or the nerd chick whose name I can't.
Luca.
I knew it started with an N. But yeah. Anticipated game, what did you put?
I put Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Are you still anticipating that game?
Do you want to change that? You might want to change
that. That might be my biggest disappoinment.
It could be.
Yes.
Could be.
I've pre-purchased this game and now it's not even coming out.
It's not even
now it's a mobile game.
Yeah.
No!
Now it's a mobile game.
Oh.
I would be like, Blizzard, I don't have a phone.
Yeah, I got rid of my phone because of you, Blizzard.
5 seconds earlier, he's like smashing his phone. No,
can't play this.
Most anticipated movie of 2019? Avengers?
Yeah, basically. I want to see what happens.
What did you end up...
Detective Pikachu.
Oh, right. You weirdly used both most anticipated non-comic book movie and movie for non-comic book movies.
Technically, Pokemon's a comic.
No, it's a manga.
Manga.
It's a Japanese comic.
I know, but it's not.
That's a
stretch.
The amount of degrees of separation
Yeah.
for that is you're stretching thin.
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu is my most anticipated non-comic
I'm
book
so
movie.
ready for Detective Pikachu.
I'm really interested in It Chapter 2.
Me too. That was
I
want
want to see what that is. I do want to see.
I loved it. It was so good.
I think
It was really
we
good.
all
the
agree.
casting for It Chapter 2 is
Looks
solid as
phenomenal.
well.
I think we all agree. Like it's that first movie came out of nowhere.
And as
Yeah.
long as they keep everything the same and
Low
don't
budget,
let
low budget.
Yeah, don't let anything kind of. In all honesty, if they spent like $5 more on like some of the CG, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah. Actually, I want to watch that movie again.
Yeah, because the only scene that really like it was still freaky, but it still stands out is like the projector scene in It.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The CG is just you either do that one practically like the old 80s flicks and you know that it's fake and you're like or spend an extra
I'm
5
surprised
minutes.
how far in depth that scene went.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was just expecting him to show up on the screen and then disappear.
No.
Yeah.
Not
come out of the damn thing and
terrorize the kids.
have me poop myself. But that's the thing, like I think if they're spending money anywhere, it's just to polish certain things. Because that's the thing is like you can either go low grade 80s
Yeah.
and be like, okay, I get what you're going for here because you know you're trying to freak me out with some practical effects and
Yeah.
throw me back to when these movies did that kind of stuff, or polish off the CG so it's like oh this isn't CG like I'm not expecting famous quality stuff but
No one will beat that.
No.
Still won't win an Oscar for best visual effects.
because they're stupid, but
One of my
it'll go to Mary Poppins for having her like come down on a kite. They'll be like, "Oh my God, we haven't seen this before."
Detective Pikachu trailer.
Yeah, well, and
Fuzzy Pikachu.
Fuzzy Pikachus. And Jigglypuffs.
but it makes sense.
It does make
I'm
sense.
okay with that. I'm
I
okay
know,
with
for me,
that.
that's fine.
Anybody who complained about that online is a
I think I'm Miro.
Now, if like
I think-
Charizard was fuzzy,
I think
I'd be more like...
I think my fiance was kind of like
I'm-
miffed about that.
what?
Really?
Fuzzy?
Fuzzy Jigglypuff.
But it makes sense.
Makes
I don't
sense.
care. I'm okay with it.
It has hair. If Jigglypuff was legit like Kirby,
Yeah.
I'd be a little bit more. 'Cause
Yeah.
Kirby, I'm not expecting
Yeah.
to be fuzzy. He's a
No.
balloon. Like I'm expecting him to balloon.
But I think the problem is seeing Jigglypuff in other 3D mediums.
I guess
You
so.
see it super smooth in Smash
Yeah.
Brothers and
Yeah.
super smooth
But
in
so is Pikachu.
Stadium.
Yeah,
and,
Pikachu's smooth too.
I know it's
Yeah.
It's
It's not like they added hair to every. Like Bulbasaur is clearly like scales.
I think
Yeah.
I think Bulbasaur is a little bit furry.
No, they
No,
added he was
yeah.
scaly.
Charizard is definitely scaly.
Charizard
yeah.
scaly, Greninja scaly.
What else did they have? Oh,
The mo-
Mr. Mime. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I'm
like
actually super okay with it.
I
Mr.
know.
Mime.
Yeah,
Like little dodgeballs for shoulders.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Totally
with
ready
Mr.
for that.
Mime.
I'm ready for that.
but that's what I mean. Like they've done such a good job, I think, translating
Textures almost.
And I don't just want like Detective Pikachu as a series. I think that would get old pretty
We
fast.
need a
but this
Pokemon
does,
cinematic universe.
This does
please.
make a really cool cinematic universe type thing.
That
What
would be
else
great.
could happen?
And it's not like they have to tie into each other. Like
No.
I don't need all of my cinematic universes to tie in because at one point last year, the year before, they were
Dark
talking.
universe.
Well, no, they were talking like the Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe. So
Oh,
you were
yeah,
gonna get
I
like
remember-
Yogi Bear
yeah.
and Rocky and Bull, or not Rocky
What?
Bowling. Yeah,
No.
like they were so essentially take
Jetsons
Wacky
and
Racers.
Flintstones.
Yeah,
No.
take Wacky Racers and turn it into
Yeah.
a movie, and I'm like,
Please don't.
you can make me a Flintstones movie. You can make me a Jetsons movie. You can make me a Scooby Doo movie. Like
They haven't made a live action Jetsons movie
no,
yet. But they have one
Let's
for
not-
Flintstones.
Let's
for-
not touch on that.
but that's the thing. Like I don't need those universes to connect. I mean, the Jetsons and the Flintstones have every once in
They
a while
have
done crossovers.
once.
Yeah, at Christmas I think.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like, not every cinematic universe needs to connect. So I'm done with that. But if they wanted to make a Pokemon cinematic,
And you know what the thing?
universe-
It works for Pokemon because they've got so many different regions and many more regions they haven't
Yes,
talked
sure,
about.
and
Yes.
and Guy from movie.
Like even with Rhyme City, like that has never really been referenced other than the one Detective Pikachu game.
But that's the thing is like Detective Pikachu, that character and that Pikachu don't have to star in any other films ever. It can legit be like, oh, this guy on the other side of Rhyme City
Yeah.
he's going to fight in the Pokemon gym. Like, what's his story all
Or even
about? Or
I think the big thing is just making sure people realize that it's just one city in the
Yeah.
entire world.
Yeah.
Because in Pokemon, even if you watch their show, it's like, oh, there's
There's
tons of cities
yeah.
that don't exist in the games. that it just works. This
But
place just works.
that's the piece is like you don't have to keep following these two. You can go off on a completely different.
It's just a bit of that.
tangent and
It's
be
just a
like,
bit of that suspension of disbelief. It was just like, okay, this is a real world with Pokemon in it. One way or the other, Pokemon are in this world.
Yeah.
This is just another story. Even if the post-credit sequence is just the guy in a red hat going to Pallet Town, or
Yeah.
leaving Pallet Town, or
Sure.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, that's Ash. That's clearly Ash, guys. What does he look like 10? He looks like he has to be 10. He has to be 10.
Yeah, this is how I
Got a
catch
little
Pokemon.
Pikachu.
I
Got a little
got this.
Pikachu. Got a
Yeah.
little Pikachu on her shoulder.
Good old Pikachu.
Yeah, no, I'm ready for
Yeah.
the film.
Avengers 4, obviously we're
Endgame.
prepped for that one.
Yeah.
I'm okay with no more trailers. I don't need.
Yeah, I don't
anything.
need any more
I just need to-
trailers.
I just wanna
Again,
watch,
I don't need any trailers.
I just
'cause
want to watch that movie.
I don't need any trailers because they're all lying to me anyway. So,
They're all fake.
None of those
Fake
shots.
news.
well, it's like people. Robert Downey Jr. did like an Audi commercial that's 10 minutes long. Like he talked to the guy from Audi about like the new
Car.
their new electric car.
Oh yeah.
So fuel. It's all run on energy, like electrical
Zap.
energy, zap power. Pikachu's. It runs on Pikachu's.
I'm okay with the vehicle that runs the Pikachu.
That'd be
But
awesome.
he says something about this is the one he drove in, Avengers 4. So everybody's like, so he makes it back to Earth, and you're like, did you really expect the movie to just be like all this action with Captain America and Scarlett Johansson, like Black Widow, and just cut to Robert Downey Jr. in space, like
And he's dying. And he's dead.
You can't even listen to his Spotify account, guys. Just let him be.
But that's the thing is like, did you really expect him to die in space? Because, duh.
Duh, that's not
They're
gonna
not going
happen.
to spend that much money on Robert Downey Jr. just to have him
to kill him
die.
off and
Die
with
in
some like
space.
mediocre death.
Yeah, I'm a die
Not
in
going.
space.
Not that death can be.
I'm sure he's fine. He's fine.
But that's what I mean.
About
Like,
it, guys.
I get the trailers trying to give me that, like, oh, how does he get back to
But that's
Earth?
the point. That's
Cool.
the point. That's
Yeah.
the point. It's supposed to be bleak. It's supposed to be what do they do
Yeah.
after? What do they do after the?
But that's all. I'm good. I don't need to know anymore.
No,
I just need to know that this is the
they've got a fight ahead
continuation
of them.
Yeah.
They have a fight ahead of them.
Yeah.
I don't need
watch
to
it.
know any other characters that are involved. I don't need.
You don't want him to see Hawkeye?
I-
He's in the
I don't know.
movie. He's in the
not
movie.
Hawkeye anymore.
Yeah, he's Ronin. He's
He's
got
Jan-
swords, man.
he's Clint.
Because his bow got. He will just be Clint because they're not gonna go with.
No,
Ronin.
yeah, they're not.
They're
Just
not going to name drop him as Ronin.
Yeah.
Or they'll see like in a news article, Ronin has been like on the streets terrorizing and just killing Japanese yakuza, blah blah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's it.
it's-
That's it. It'll be like, oh, it's Clint.
Well, it's even like they didn't.
Because that's the thing with Marvel that I've noticed is that they're very good at taking these popular characters and not specifically giving them the name that the
Yeah.
comic book is.
Yeah.
Like with Scarlet Witch, they don't call her Scarlet Witch.
No.
No.
Same
They
with,
just call her Wanda.
yeah.
Yeah.
Same with Cap. Once
Yeah.
he was no longer Cap,
they
he
just
was
call him
just Steve.
Steve. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you watch that whole movie, he is never referred to as Captain America. He is
Yes.
Steve,
Steve.
instead of being.
So I like that they play on that a lot.
well, because
Yeah,
some of
they
the
do a very
names
good
are
job.
stupid. Like you're not going to be like, I'm Nomad now. You're like, no, you're Steve Rogers. Everybody knows you as Steve Rogers. I think the big difference is going to be when, like Spider-Man,
Yeah.
from his movies, he's primarily going to be known as
You
Spider-Man.
mean Doctor Strange?
Oh, we're using our
Oh,
name
yeah.
names.
I'm
Because
Spider-Man.
for Spider-Man, that is a big
That's
piece
it,
of his
yes.
character.
Yeah.
Steve Rogers, everybody knows is Captain. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a ground, like a piece of reality in that movie where no one just goes around going like, "Hey, Captain America, I need you to open my my pickle jar."
yeah,
It's Steve, help me open this pickle jar.
Yeah.
yeah. Or if he's in costume and someone sees him, it's like, "Hey, Cap!"
It's
like,
Cap. Yeah.
Yeah.
They get it.
Yeah.
But-
So I really like that Marvel piece where like they don't go into the characters' names and the
Yeah.
backstories too much. It just gives a little bit of like, oh, that character could be
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah, we'll
Or-
never hear Ronan. He'll just be Clint at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
And I
Has
think
he ever been Hawkeye?
I don't think
think
he's ever.
they've ever
I
called
think
him
I think
Hawkeye.
maybe like on a screen,
Like codename Hawkeye,
Yeah,
maybe.
but yeah, they've always just
Like
called him
Scarlet
Clint.
Witch, not Scarlet Witch,
Black Widow.
Black Widow, same thing. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
they always just call her Nat.
Nat.
Yeah.
Natalie
Romanoff.
Romanoff. Yeah.
Yeah, they always call her that. They don't call her by the.
They don't
like,
call her Black
Widow.
Widow.
We might get that in the movie
We might.
for her, but not like overtly like Black Widow. I need your help.
Yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm.
Nat.
But yeah, again, these trailers come out and people overanalyze so much. Now someone's like trying to zoom in on Scarlett Johansson's hair because they think it's been CGI'd white.
I saw that. I saw that post. I was like, no, just
Like that's how big
That's
deaf
how
people are
deep- yeah,
getting.
This,
It's like,
this is me. I'm like, no.
I know.
And this is what it means.
Well, could it mean that this many years passed and she's just like let the
I
red
still-
hair grow out because who cares anymore? And it's like
The only one theory that I do know is that do believe in that the footage with Ant-Man.
Yeah.
It's totally old footage.
Yeah.
I totally believe that's old footage.
it's
Yeah.
not even in the movie.
Well, I mean, it could be. It could
Ant-Man's lost in the quantum realm. He's
Yeah.
not even a part of this film.
He's in our universe. He made it to our universe.
See, and I like interviews with people. Like, look, Brie Larson had a hard time doing Endgame
Yeah.
before she did.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's a weird.
Because she didn't get to set up the character. All of a sudden, it's just like, you're Captain Marvel. Go do Captain Marvel things. And she's
Pew
like,
pew pew pew.
she's like, how does Captain Marvel do things?
Yeah.
Pew pew.
Instead
pew,
of,
pew.
and then all of a sudden she goes to Captain Marvel, and it's like, okay, now you have to forget how to be Captain Marvel so you can learn how to be Captain Marvel again.
That's awkward.
Like, I like those interviews.
I want to hear interviews for Spider-Man: Far From Home. I want to see
Yeah.
how they deal with the elephant in the room.
Of how he comes home.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to. I
How
want
he
to.
unsnaps.
What are you talking about? He never did.
Oh, it's all in the soul. It's all in his brain. That's how he's
Yes.
coping in the Soul Stone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Far From Home.
Far from
That's
that.
why Mysterio. That's why Mysterio's a good guy.
But yeah, like yeah, Avengers 4 totally.
That's without saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's without saying. Everyone.
Well, your biggest upcoming movie was the non-com was Detective Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu.
Biggest disappointment of 2019.
Still
Well,
stat.
could be Warcraft 3.
Wow, that's a huge drop. That's
But also, I'm worried about Anthem, just because.
oh, I'm super worried about Anthem.
Like, it's supposed to be a great game.
My-
Like, 'cause
okay.
the hype is just is pretty high for that game.
I'm worried about it, but it's not unexpected.
I guess
thing.
that's
It's like
true.
if it completely flops, I totally understand why.
EA.
I
Yeah.
totally see that. So
As much as we're from Edmonton, so BioWare is.
we're a little
like,
bit biased.
We're it's like built into our genes at this point, where it's like, oh, BioWare's making a game, it's gonna be good because they're from here.
The Big Jade Empire.
Well, and that's the,
Oh, that, yeah.
but that's the thing is like we also know BioWare that was
Excellent.
Yeah.
Mass Effect 1, 2, 3.
Mass
Minus
Effect.
Finest like the last 10 minutes of Mass Effect 3.
Whatever.
Old
How else
Republic.
are you supposed to end that?
I know,
You know, like
yeah.
Old Republic,
Oh,
Jade
those two
Empire.
games.
I still love Jade Empire. It's like
Classic.
it's such a good game. Like it's
They're
like
never
we're gonna
gonna
make a turn-based RPG with martial arts, and
And
it's
it's
like,
gonna be set in like the Asian
Yeah.
influence
Yeah.
background.
and
They
it,
did a
but it's
great
like,
job.
oh, so I have to
Different.
select
Something
between
different.
like it's totally different.
Yeah,
And now
we'll
it's
never
just
get-
like
Anthem.
and Halo, Destiny 2. Like we're essentially getting a Destiny 2, but made by
I
BioWare.
would rather play Destiny 2.
Well, but that's
At
the
at
piece,
this-
is
at
like-
this point,
Yeah.
because Destiny 2 has treated me well so far.
Right. I've got burnt by Andromeda.
Yeah.
Dragon Age, the
Inquisition apparently wasn't too bad. It wasn't like the lowest point,
No, they're just
and apparently they have something else coming out. Remember they dropped something at the
Cultural
VG3.
Yeah.
Well, it suspiciously looks like Dragon Age 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think BioWare has to like
They need to rethink,
take a step back and
see
look back and stuff. It's
where
like,
they came from. Because I don't think the original guys are right now. It's just Casey, right?
I think so.
I think it's just
Yeah.
Casey. Not
I
the
think
other-
so.
Well, because they've been bought out what, twice?
Yes.
Who knows?
And every time they get the funniest
There's
part
not
is
more.
every time they get bought out, they pay everybody a substantially large amount of money and then rehire them.
Yeah.
It's like your company's been bought. Here is your like severance.
Would you like a
Oh,
job?
we need a graphic designer. Would you like a job? And they're like, yes. Do I get to keep this large pile of money
What-
you just gave me?
What large pile of money?
Yeah. And they're like, that wasn't us. That was your old company. We're just going to hire you to work for it. And it's like,
Confusion.
yes.
Yeah. I would actually like another Jade Empire then.
I think most everyone would love.
I would love it, but I know what I'm getting out of it if
this one makes
Well,
if
Anthem-
EA's
An-
BioWare currently like makes
Anthem is a big piece right now, like what that game turns into.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that has to happen is EA and BioWare have to take like a step back from
Yeah.
making games, or EA has to take a step back and be like, BioWare, here's money, make games.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens is like we got Mass Effect 1 and then I think EA bought them.
Yeah. Mass Effect 2 was
Mass Effect
already
2
in
because it was
production.
already in production, so they were like,
Which
oh, just finish your game.
Yeah.
And then Mass Effect 3, it's like, what would be cool? And it's like,
You could control the game with your phone, and then have this like galactic control or whatever galactic
because
piece.
mobile.
Galactic piece,
Yeah.
guys. You need to get the real ending. Your galactic peace level must be X amount higher, and you can only do that with your phone.
Yeah. Or give us $20. I don't know if there was microtransactions in that game.
I think you had to pay for the new ending after a while.
No, that was a free update.
No, it was a free update after a certain,
after a certain time.
time.
But that's the thing, like, I that's where EA, even when, Battlefront 2 for us,
Yeah.
microtransactions up the wazoo, this, that, and everything, and it's like, this isn't the game I want to play, and even DICE was like, this isn't the game that we want to make.
No, exactly. They were very like, well,
and again,
we tried.
It's taken a year for us to get back to what DICE
thought
they should make.
What they...
Yeah.
So that's... Yeah. I don't... Hopefully EA has learned.
Nope.
No,
they won't learn.
Learning.
EA goes in like waves, man.
Yeah,
have you ever noticed like it's the 1 years where they buy a bunch of developers and just let them do things, and then you have excellent games like Burnout, you have Rock Band, you've got even Medal of Honor was all right.
You know, should make a comeback with all this like Activision Blizzard stuff. Bobby Kotick.
Oh man, I miss that guy.
I miss that guy so much. He was such a good news fodder.
He said everything.
He said the dumbest stuff.
He's still working there.
Of course he is, but he's in a closet. They don't let him out.
No, I not.
We'll just have people buy new instruments all the time. That's where the money is. Plastic instruments.
I want to pull up Bobby Kotick quotes now.
Oh man, what a moron! My biggest disappointment, my thought process for this year is Disney Play not accomplishing what it wants to accomplish, or being way more expensive than they had planned on it being, or it not coming to Canada. Sort of like it's going to run into issues where all of a sudden I'm not going to get content now on Netflix.
Yeah.
But I'm also not going to be able to get it on Google or on Disney
because
Play.
licensing regulations in Canada and the States are different. So that's
just
what I'm worried about is will it be
fine.
something in the
I'm sure
States
it's fine.
and it's going to be.
In all honesty, if anyone's going to pull it off, it's going to be Disney.
Yeah.
I think it's fine because when Disney said they picked up Hulu, they said immediately,
oh yeah, we're bringing
Hulu
this to Canada.
Oh, okay.
So that's what
Hulu just gave me a free month.
I'm not even signed up to Hulu.
I'm signed up because I weaseled my way in once to see what they had, because I'm like, I want to watch this show, and it was only on Hulu, and I weaseled my way in, and I watched.
It's not hard to weasel your way in.
No, so I watched like an episode of something, and I'm like, no, that wasn't what I was expecting. And Hulu's a horrible service, so I'm just gonna ditch it completely.
Yeah.
Well, ever since then, they're like, you have like free time because you haven't been on Hulu in like 2 years, and it's like, yeah,
There's a reason for that.
because your service sucks.
Also, not really easily accessible to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's getting harder, but yeah, my big fear.
I'm
is
not worried about
Disney Play is not going to live up to
If any,
expectations.
my only issue with that is the amount of content that they're gonna open the gate with. It needs to be not only just stellar, but the volume of it needs to.
Oh yeah, you need to have a bunch of stuff.
So that's my only problem, because when the DC stuff,
Yeah.
whenever they drop theirs, I think they had like maybe 1 or 2 original pieces of content,
Yeah.
and then all these old DC movies that I could watch on Netflix.
Yeah. BT Dubs, if anybody wants to buy my old Disney VHSs, they're about $9,000. So
I hear that
send a
story
message.
going everywhere. I hear that story going up and
There was a select group of movies that came out between 84 and 92 called the Classics Collection. It's got a diamond box on the side.
Yeah.
Guess who was born right in that section of time when we bought all the Disney films? So there's an entire box over there. Every single one of them, little black diamond, and I'm like,
Yeah. In that large plastic box.
they always came in the large plastic
Yeah.
box, but if they have the little black diamond, they only came out for a select group of years. So now apparently they're worth money, and I'm like, can I put them on eBay and just like I'm honestly tempted at this point, because
do it.
we were just going to use the boxes and do like something decorative with
Yeah.
them. But I'll buy older copies or newer copies without the little diamond box, because I don't care if they're worth $9,000.
Are you saying just the box itself is?
No,
not?
then
No,
you need to have
probably the VHS.
You need the
Yeah.
I would imagine you need the
Yeah.
matching VHS.
It's in there. I have all of
Try
my
it.
old Disney. That's what I thought process. I'm like, if they're worth $9,000, it's not worth
Yeah.
holding on. Like I can't. I'm not gonna watch them.
No. Yeah.
What's VHS?
VHS. Either way, Disney
Doesn't
Play. As
fit
long
in
as
my
they've got
CD.
most of those movies.
I'm fine with that.
But here's the thing: most of those are in the Disney Vault. So what do you do about Vault movies?
Digital.
Digital.
But that's the pieces. Are you going to stream them?
Oh,
Or are you going to stream them for a select amount of time when you release them out of the vault? Because the whole point of the vault is
Yeah.
to drive up the price of the movies when they re-release them.
I don't think you factor in the vault stuff.
I don't think you can, because that's.
I don't think you factor. It's just if you want to watch Peter Pan, go.
Because you can rent those movies off of like
Like you can get it
your
on
Shaw
Disney-
on Demand or whatever.
Not even Shaw on Demand. I can buy it on Google Play. I can buy
Can't
them
you
on.
buy it on Google Play?
Yeah.
No, only when it's out of the vault. It's available on Google Play.
Well then.
Now, if you've bought it on Google Play, you
Yeah.
can rewatch it on Google
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
so
yeah,
so
yeah.
then the point how they would work that is it's going to be out of the vault, but only on
the streaming
Disney.
service.
Yes.
And that makes sense. But yeah, that's like if you owned a Blockbuster,
Yeah.
I know,
What's that?
but I know. But if you like Cinderella came in,
Yeah.
you could rent Cinderella, but as soon as
It went back in.
it was back in the vault,
Oh, I didn't know that.
you had to send back all of your
What?
copies that were unsold.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
know that.
yeah,
Same with
okay.
like
Yeah.
Walmart, any retailer, same shtick.
Yeah, they
have
have to send it. Yeah.
But they couldn't rent the movie anymore either. It was done.
But I think with Disney in control of it, if that's
And that
if
could
they
be the
want to
case.
be in control, then they could be like it's out of the vault, but only exclusively.
Only if you're a part of it.
And I could totally see that being a thing because that would
yeah.
be their thing. It's
It's a
like
different price
It's
point.
art.
yeah.
Yeah. Like,
But if you pay
we've got
an
nine,
extra
it
$10,
is 90. It is $9.99 for the standard.
Standard
But it's
streaming.
it's $19.99 if you want to view all of the vault movies.
Yeah.
Do you want Into the Vault? Yes. $20 a month? Yes.
Yes.
I guess so.
I guess so.
I really want to watch Sleeping Beauty because it does. The vault.
But at
The
that
vault
point,
kills it so hard for a lot of people because, like my brother and sister-in-law, that's the thing is like their daughter got into all of the princess movies and they're like, well, we'd like to show her Sleeping Beauty, but we don't own it and you can't buy it.
Yeah.
It's like, click, cause I owns it,
Mhm.
cause I know how this vault works, so I'm purchasing every movie I possibly can whenever it's out of the vault.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm getting them.
Yeah.
And again, they make their way
Yeah, there's still
out again.
rotation.
It's not like they're just, but it's every.
that's
you
how
know,
they make money.
That's how they make money.
Mhm.
So.
What is it? They rotate every month, right? Like
No,
No,
it's longer
it's
than
like
that. Every
yeah,
year.
it's like every.
Well, no, not the same movie, but like it's
No. Every year they take one out or so. A
Yeah.
year or so they take.
I
it
thought
out.
it only lasts
No.
for like a month.
Oh, it doesn't last
Oh no
long.
no yeah.
They don't last
Yeah.
long. Like it's a. It's
Like
a
they're only out of the
limited,
they're only out of the vault for like a month.
It's not a month. I think they give it like 6 months.
Oh, okay.
And
Like, they give you
and
time to buy the film.
And they also let you know far in advance to be like, oh, so in
Yeah, this one's
in
coming
2019 we know I don't know what it is this year, but there's gonna be something coming out of the
Probably
vault.
Aladdin.
I think they did Aladdin already.
Did they do Aladdin already?
Yeah, they recently did that one already.
Lion King's already been.
Lion
Yeah,
King.
Lion King just came out.
Yeah.
Is it an Aristocrat year maybe?
No,
I don't think so.
no.
No, Dalmatians was done recently.
Yeah, Dalmatians was already done.
Peter Pan was
Winnie the Pooh,
recent
maybe?
too.
Is that?
It's not a vault movie.
You don't think so?
No, you can buy it. They've stopped vaulting a lot of the movies. It's mostly like your classics.
You're like the legacy.
The legacy stuff. The
Maybe-
stuff with the little diamond box on it.
Stuff. Yeah, apparently.
Gotta take some pictures.
Hold on, we've got a phone.
One was Cinderella was selling online for $9,500.
Damn.
No, I'm googling vault releases for
Oh, yeah.
2019. No, those are films.
Oh, maybe Dumbo.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a good one. For
Tim
this year.
Burton's movie's coming out.
Biggest
Biggest disappointment?
that Death Stranding is gonna get pushed back again. Although apparently Hideo tweeted and teased that a 2019 release might be real. I still don't believe it until I can see some. There's gone to be a point with that guy that I still love his games, but every once in a while he won't show anything
There's
at
a
all.
there's a re-release of PT.
Yeah, free re-release.
Yeah.
Free and also apparently has VR support.
Yeah.
So I
So you
might
can poop yourself in.
I might have to try and
in
hook,
VR.
I might have to hook my headset up to my PC.
Can you do that? Like
You can do that. You have to pay some additional software for that,
Oh, okay.
like to translate the signal.
Yeah.
My understanding is.
Yeah, but that's not a bad thing if you can play some of those.
The Steam stuff.
Yeah, like Subnautica, you can play in VR.
Yeah, yeah. I have a couple VR games too, but I haven't had that opportunity yet. I'm still doing the PlayStation side of it all.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hideo Kojima. I don't know what Death Stranding looks like right now. I don't think anyone knows what Death Stranding really looks like right now. And every time I follow, or because I follow Kojima, anytime he posts something on Twitter or on Facebook or something like that, it's, man, I'm out to lunch, and I'm like, are you even working on this game? Are you even fucking working
Yeah,
on
we
this?
get stuff from the guy who made Super Smash Bros. And it's just like he's getting thinner and thinner.
Yeah,
and
he's
paler
just
and
like-
paler, and it's like we're still working on it, guys.
Yeah,
We've
like-
got this, and you're like, okay.
They had a Persona side news
Yep.
piece. Persona 5R, something like
Yes.
that is coming out, but apparently it's not a Switch thing, which it's angering a lot of people because it's like, well, you've got Joker coming in Smash.
Yep.
Like, put Persona 5 on the Switch. It's not like it's a graphically demanding game.
Yeah.
The Switch can handle that kind of stuff. Maybe downgrade it a little bit, but it can still do it. But and people are just kind of butthurt over that.
I think Nintendo's got a Direct coming out in like
January.
or next, something like that, and we'll get some info.
We'll get Joker information for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Nintendo's like, we're just gonna let, again, Christmas sales die down, and let everybody digest a little, and then be like, oh, you know that Switch you just got like last month? Here's what you can expect from everything. As opposed to just being like, New Year, look at all the new games, here you go, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the thought process of like, I don't want Persona 5 on the Switch as much as I would do justice for that series for more people to play it. I feel like it's better experienced on a PlayStation console because that's where it was meant to be. I mean, I would love to play it again on the Switch, but I can't see it being there.
Right.
That's just me. But as far as Death Stranding goes, I have no idea what that game.
Do you think they're waiting for the PS5 release?
I don't even know.
You're just waiting for
like
Cow to actually come home.
Who knows about what that game is? Like even the actors have no idea what they're working on.
Yeah.
Like
Can you just say words, please? Yes. Okay, that's one. Keep going.
Yeah.
just say whatever you want, Norman.
Here's a
It's
dictionary.
good. It's great. It's great, Norman. Just keep saying that.
Yeah.
Just do that. Now you're hugging a baby. What? Now the baby's turned to oil. What? What?
Now it's an alien.
And now this guy kind of looks like not Benicio del Toro. The guy that does all the monster stuff.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. Now Guillermo del Toro shows up. Cool? It's not voiced by him. Wait, what?
What?
Now your baby looks like this, and it's like
Now it's now skeletons.
Yeah.
Now skeletons.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that game is turning into at this point.
As long as it comes out, he's working on the VR. That's what he's working on.
Oh, I would still love his VR take on a horror game because I would just poop my pants.
He's working on the VR section.
What game would it take for you to get VR? This is just a side question.
Nothing.
No.
No.
You would never do VR.
Well, I would possibly do VR. It's expensive for me to get into, and there's nothing.
Well, also your space is kind of limited here. You kind of need a lot of room for VR.
And that's part of it. Like that's even like the Xbox 360 and the Kinect. Like I dig the voice command stuff from that, but yeah,
I use my PlayStation voice command a lot.
But yeah, like that's I don't know. There's nothing in my head that I could be like, like there's cool games that would be cool in VR. For sure. But there's nothing where it's like, this would force me into VR ship.
No.
Unless legitimately they were like, here's 3 games and all of the equipment you need and it's $100. I'd be like,
okay.
I will ponder this. Yeah.
Yeah, PSVR is probably the best entry point for VR at the moment. I think I dropped $250 on mine. So I was okay with that.
Yeah, but to me, like, it's cool. It's just not something
Yeah, there's at the moment I would say maybe like Rec Room is the best use of VR for any platform because it's on Steam and PS4 at the moment. It's basically a giant chat room where you can interact with other people in VR. And that's a really cool experience because you could be talking to someone and be just playing Frisbee with them.
See, and I do like my, like, the Dreamweaver.
Sure.
Not Dreamweaver.
Dreams.
Dream, whatever
Dream
it is.
headset.
But
Dream
for,
headset.
like, the
Dream
headset for the Android stuff, I like it.
Yeah.
Because, again, I can watch Netflix and it feels like I'm, sitting somewhere.
I tried playing Battlefront with you guys in VR.
Yeah.
I got real sick.
Yeah.
I got real sick. But
there's some rides in Disney World that anything that says 360, don't go on. Legit, it's my wife. We went on one, and it gives you a tour of like Paris, but they do it in this like, it's a 360 view of the city sort of thing. And she was so sick after that. And I'm going, what? And just the perspective of everything, like it wasn't confined to this. It was all over, and
she would not like virtual reality.
So it depends. I don't know. Like I think
in virtual reality, especially when you're playing a game, you're in control of it.
Yeah.
Like the VR games that I don't really appreciate are the ones where developers don't give you control of your own character,
Yeah.
and they force you to move.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a roller coaster. Roller coaster is fine.
Yeah, sure, because you're
You're in a roller
in.
coaster.
And
but
as
if
long as when you look this way and that way,
you expect
everything's with you.
yeah.
I think that's as long as you see what you're supposed to see. The only time I've ever gotten sick with my VR stuff is when, I was only momentarily. I looked down and I was sitting in a movie theater, in the one app, watching a film that I had downloaded to my phone, and I looked down and I had no feet and legs.
oh, those are the best.
Well, and my brain was like, there should be things, and it panicked for a slight moment.
Yeah.
Like that back part of the brain that doesn't do much thinking, that one that just freaks out, went like.
I got that a little bit when I first started doing VR, but now it's just expected.
But that's the thing. As soon as I'm like, your legs are still here. You're in VR. Like this part of the brain takes over again, and it's like, oh, you're good.
Office or Job Simulator is probably one of the funniest games I've played in VR. It's just one of those things. It's like, oh, cool. Now you photocopy everything. Like literally put anything on top of the photocopier and it just works. And any VR game that allows you to pick up any object and just interact with it, that's essentially what VR.
I watched one of the Game Grumps play. What is this? Don't touch anything or whatever it is. It's not don't keep talking and no one explodes. It's that game where it's like please don't touch anything or whatever. And
that's a VR. There's a VR version of that.
Yeah,
one.
you played it in VR and it was hilarious to watch because you could just the hands are hands, right? So he's like. And he fought, and all of a sudden the hand comes up to the screen, like, and it's just funny to watch them play it, because, it's very much like
I want you guys playing Office Simulator, Job Simulator.
And then, he's like, I'll grab this piece of paper on the ground, and, I can throw it into the trash bin. I suck at this. I'm gonna, the books. I'll, like, try and get the books.
Any time in VR that they don't let you pick stuff up,
Yeah.
it bothers me. And I know that that's in Skyrim VR, where in a world where you can expect to pick anything up.
Yeah.
You can't, apparently.
To put this bucket atop your head, sir. Like,
You can't do that apparently in the VR version, which is
weird because you can pick everything up.
Exactly. Everything's interactable, more or less.
Yeah.
So
that's my
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding not
Anthem.
coming out.
Jeez.
More so not coming out than anything. I think I'll like whatever he makes, but who knows? Who knows when that game comes out?
Metal Gear Solid 6.
At this point, I don't even. Yes.
By Hideo Kojima.
Death Stranding is Metal Gear Solid
6.
and Silent Hills put together.
Yeah. War
never scares the shit out of me.
I've never pooped my pants in war till now.
It's David Hayter back. There was a rumor that David Hayter and all those guys would come back for a Metal Gear project, not under Kojima.
I was gonna say not under Kojima.
Because they are still cool with being those characters.
Sure.
Like David Hayter is reprising his role as Snake in Smash Brothers. He was super cool with that. So.
Yeah, the only person. So the reason that there's no codex is because the guy who played the general died in Japan.
Oh.
So it's one of those weird Japanese culture things where the voice actor dies, so the character's done.
Mm-hmm.
That's respectful.
It's very respectful.
It's a respect thing.
I'm super okay with it.
But everybody's like, well, then why not use like Otacon or something? Like throw someone else in his place for the newer.
I think they had to keep the continuity with some characters that used the old Roy Campbell.
Yeah.
The Japanese Roy Campbell.
Yeah. So that's where that one came in, because it's like that's why there's no new codex for Snake.
But I think all the old ones are still.
They're all in there.
Yeah, they're all in there.
And some of them make no sense. They were actually meant for, like, they make jokes about the Smash Bros that they were in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, that's an old joke that doesn't make sense anymore.
That doesn't work.
That doesn't work.
It don't work no more.
So yeah, there you go. There's our look at 2019.
2019 is going to be exciting.
And the slow news of the week. Don't Bird Box.
Don't Bird Box.
Bird Box is Bird Box responsibly, I think is the
Bird Box. Yeah, you watch our show in Bird Box. But
yes,
that
you can
do that easily.
Hey, you can totally do that.
Yeah.
But then they won't see this.
They don't need to see us.
We're technically not here.
But I'm doing some cool things right now.
No, you're not.
You wouldn't see people doing the Bird Box challenge.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know that.
I'm bird boxing.
Responsibly.
I'm bird boxing
responsibly.
Tweet.
Bird box.
If you liked what you saw, stay tuned for more details.
Yeah.
We've got a post-credit show. Talk about the games we've played, movies we've watched.
If you want to help us out, throw us a like, subscribe, do all of that lovely stuff. Oh, it's not working.
Smash that like button.
I'm turning
Smash
the TV
it.
on and off.
Smash that.
Don't smash it. Just press it once.
Hit the like button. Smash the bell icon.
Like us, tell your friends about us, do all of that lovely stuff.
We forgot to put it in front of the video to smash the like button.
Smash the like button.
That's how it works, guys. Smash it.
Yeah, do all those lovely things to help us out, and stay tuned for the post-credit show. We're talking about games we've played, movies we've watched, and other assorted nerd stuff we've done.
So give us about 5 minutes or so to reset, recombobulate, etc., etc.
Cool.
We'll talk to you soon.
See you then. Bye.